I thought today we would do this beautiful vase of flowers here of Wattle and Kangaroo paw, both Australian flowers. So we're going for the Australian made theme today as well by the looks of it. See how I've gone for the first two tones? I can just do something like that. And because I haven't done a huge mixing, little tiny bits of that burnt umber has already come out into my background there, and I really like that effect. It's just a really nice way of just making it a little less boring, a little bit more interesting. So see how I'm getting really messy with it now compared to that one, because this is what's going to give us a little bit more flow, a little bit more rhythm to the painting, and I guess more artistic. You don't have to be picture perfect. I've got some students in my studio who do like to paint absolutely every leaf, etc. And if that's your jam, that's your jam. I just don't have the patience. But there's nothing wrong with perfecting your artwork to really copy something picture perfect either. I really love to encourage everybody to find their own style and what works best for them. And notice how I'm going sort of straight onto the canvas like this with my brush. I'm not going like that, because if I did, I wouldn't get the fine line that I'm getting. So there's a little bit of an angle here. There we go. And a suggestion of the angle here like this, but dappled light because we've got the foliage in here too. So just little bits of light coming through here. And again, I'm going to have to put a little bit more shadow happening. So I'll go back to that darker colour, which was a combination of the warm and cool red, so Alizarin Crimson and Cadmium Scarlett, with a little bit of phthalo blue in. And see how I'm just sort of dabbing in here and there, little bits of shadow. So now it's time to get out the gel medium and make up these lovely colours for the wattle. Now you'll have a look, you can see that as the wattle has progressed, it has changed colour. So you've got that lovely bright wattle, and you've got the wattle that's sort of a toastier colour, sort of a warmer colour. So I like that contrast. So I'm going to create those tones now. If you have a look at the way that the wattle grows, it has got these little dots coming off each one of these little spindly little branches, for want of a better word. So we've got to sort of think about how the wattle grows. They're not all exactly the same distance from this, and they go around it too. So that's why I'm doing random dots like this, so that I'm creating a three-dimensional look. Now these ones down here I'm going to make particularly big because they're particularly close. So I'm putting more pressure on the brush. This here is my background colour for the tablecloth. So I don't really want to use that because I want this tone to be slightly different. And this pink here I will be using just to tone down some of this warm red here, like that. Now when I look at this kangaroo paw here, you can see there's definitely a bit of a purple tinge in there, a bit of a, well, not bright purple like the jacaranda, but there is a little bit of a mauvey colour. So I'm grabbing some of the ultramarine blue from the other palette, and I'm going to pop a little bit of it into half of my Alizarin Crimson, which is my cool red. So see how I'm not doing the perfect fan going over there now, because this one is sort of having bits that are, this one's sort of looking more at me, and we'll bring that out into more of a 3D look shortly. Oh, down here is where we're going to have a nice big one coming, a feature down here, and I'm going quite thick because I want to go over this wattle. there. We'll go over here. Now these ones, this one here in particular, I want it to be behind that wattle there, so, and it's also got to be smaller and not as chunkier because it's further back in the pack. Now I'm going to go to this colour here, which is my warm red and white, but I'm going to add a little bit of my mixing pink into it because my mixing pink has got my cool red and white in it. So here we go. Start at the beginning again and just see how nice these little bits of highlights are. Oh yeah, look at that. And that is now making these stand out. Because then I get a little bit of blending with the undertone colour as well. Again, it just creates a more natural look. Nice. Oh, this is just so much fun. I shouldn't be allowed to have so much fun. Now these ones here, I'm just going to leave those. I'm not really, I might just put a very subtle, oh, I've got cat's claws. Ah, Priscilla, come here. Now look, you can go over my shoulder while I finish this. All right. So I just did a few little highlights. I've just done a few little highlights there. Kat's now happy and she's not clawing at my pants.
There's a pink paint on it, but let's not worry about that.
Yeah, that was a bit of a problem. She'll have to have a bath. But she's purring, she's happy, and she's not clawing at my jeans to climb up. So, all right, so now I'm getting some highlights on this one in front and a bit of dappled shadow coming over here as well because we've got the foliage that's creating that. Now make sure that you go to our Facebook page, Art Class Online, and also our Instagram, Art Class Online, and that will give you the latest information on what videos are hitting our website. And I'm also featuring some of my students in the studios paintings on there as well, so make sure you check it out. So thank you for joining me today in this art lesson on still life, wattle and kangaroo paw. Doesn't get much more Australian than that.